I'm going to do a little quick on-water review for you guys. I already did a detailed, very detailed bow to stern walkthrough of this boat, and I'm going to give you guys kind of like my thoughts of paddling around, the features on the water, and what you might expect if you get one of these. Okay, first initial thoughts, I can tell you right now, it is super stable. Unbelievably how stable this boat is. Wow, it just feels like it's not going to go at all. Not the fastest. And you know, I see people talking about like speed with these type of fishing kayaks. Guys, I can tell you right now, it doesn't matter. You don't need speed on one of these. What matters is how efficiently it floats through the water and how stable. When it comes down to fishing, it's features. That's what I want more than anything on a platform like this. I want features. If I just want to get out, I'll get a wreck boat if I just want to have this smooth paddling style. This one feels clunky. It's not the best paddling. It feels like it takes a little bit to get it up to speed. But let me tell you, it does not fit for people that are worried about flipping. You're not going to flip. Try to stand up. The seat is very comfortable seat. One thing I do notice, it's a little wide. This seat has a wide bar right here, and I have been hitting my elbows on that. That seat could come in a little bit, but it's wanting to accommodate, you know, a larger style paddler that's a little wider than me. But I am going to be, you guys be prepared to hit your elbows right there. Let's try to stand up. So what I do like is you're so high, you're already in the high position. Wow, this deck feels, this thing feels like it's not gonna go anywhere. That's amazing. Very good on that. Double barrel. The double barrel rod holder seems to be working. You don't need a stand assist strap because you're so freaking high out of that seat. That's one thing you're going to have to watch for, your paddle doing that. I did notice that my feet can go in these rails that give me a little more stability. They're kind of right up. I'm locking my feet up under the handles, if you guys can see that. And that gives me a little more control over the boat. Interesting. I don't know if they did that feature on purpose or it just worked out that way. Check these saddlebags out. Bam, check that out. I can even fit a little small Plano box in there. I like that. A little hook. You hook them back on. You see what I mean about that rod holder? That spot up there? You're not going to be able to use this as a rod holder. It's so far away, but you could use it as a camera mount or something similar to that. I think it'll work well for that. This thing just sits stationary, but I think the design of the hull makes it very stable and just doesn't want to move. Something else I just figured out, guys, the butt of your rods stage perfectly in that gap of this seat, and then it runs out like that, and there's no, the one thing that I had found with boats with webbing handles or external handles, it was a snag hazard out there. There is nothing for that to snag on. Your hooks will not snag on that. That was just a little feature that I'd found that works extremely well. Look at that. I could probably stage 4 or 5 rods right here and switch back and forth between them. Sitting here fishing topwater, standing like this, feels so smooth, very smooth platform to work with. If you put some power pull behind it, it works pretty good. When you're looking at speed, that's not what Perception wanted in this. What they wanted is a very stable platform with a lot of features on it. I'm really liking this boat a lot. It tracks like a beast. This thing just tracks like a damn drone, tracking drone. It just locks in and tracks extremely well. Very light. I like how well this thing tracks. But look, even when you're paddling hard, it's like it doesn't want to get up to speed. Then I stop paddling. It just stays on course. Turning. Turns pretty good. Standing. So you don't need a stand at this strap because this seat's so high. You just put your hand right there. Very impressed on how well these little ass bungees hold this seat in. Very stable. Can paddle it like a paddleboard now. That works. That definitely works. Sitting back down, very nice, very high elevated seat, comfortable seat, stays in place, doesn't wiggle around. The double barrel rod holders work well. I wish it had a little more tracks, but these tracks work extremely well. Very good job on perception on that. The solo mounts, not the biggest fan of, but I make them work. Yeah, it doesn't have foot braces, but these foot areas right here work extremely well. Good job on that, because like I said in the walkthrough, I had found when I was paddling the Bonafide 127, I rest my feet there and don't even use the foot rails. And it gives you a nice open platform to kind of work with. I can't think of anything else. Seat super comfortable, removable seat. I covered that. Go over, watch my detailed walkthrough video where I covered a lot of the features when it was out of the water. I'm not going to sit here and go over the same thing again. But yeah, big tank well in the back. I got my black pack back there. I've got, you know, everything I need is right here. Love the saddlebags. Worth the money. Worth the money. I love just that extra bag right there. Maybe you guys can find some aftermarket stuff that works just as well. But I really like these saddlebags. That's pretty much all I got on the Perception Kayaks Outlaw 11.5. Very nice platform. I think this is going to do really well for Perception. Once again, it retails for around about $850. It was around $749 when it first came out, which is unbelievable for a kayak like this. Amazing. You see how much I've got this thing decked out. Doesn't take much to deck it out. But yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. Leave in the comments below what you think of this boat, if the Outlaw is something that you think you would go with, or something like that. I can't spin it around. Catch some fish. Let's hope we catch a fish today. Ah!